Good afternoon. My name is Andrew Garza, and today I will be going over Paris, France to go along with the informational travel report that I provided. So I'd like to start off with history just so we can get a background of how France people are, their culture, and a little bit of understanding whenever you end up in a conversation. You can use some of these facts to get it going. So history. Paris, France was founded in the 3rd century. The Eiffel Tower was built in 1889, and there are over 1,803 monuments and 173 museums. So basically, what this is saying is Paris is full of life, love, and it thrives off of its tourists. While getting to Paris, France, travel is fairly easy. There's no need to take multiple flights. There's no immunization required. And when getting to Paris, you should know that the airport is known as the Charles de Gaulle Airport. US dollars can be exchanged for euros, and in France, the euro is $1.18. So you can find euros at any corner you go to. Safety isn't a big issue compared to the US, but there are pickpocketers that are prominent in areas. It's safe to keep all valuables hidden. You should never leave your bags unattended. And for sure, do not travel to the northern Paris at night, especially if you're alone. While in Paris, it is also good to know some of the language. This language is the main language in Paris is French. A secondary language is English, but not everyone knows English in Paris. So it's safe to not assume too much. But I've attached a few phrases in the report, such as hello, meaning bonjour, bye, meaning au revoir, how are you, comment allez-vous, and other such phrases to get you by and in meetings and have a conversation with people. Dressing etiquette is to be business formal at all times and to always look professional. One thing you should know is even if they say informal, you should always dress with a jacket, a suit, a tie, and slacks. For women, it goes wear a dress that covers your shoulders. You can wear a jacket over it, or you can come in a suit, just as the men. Meeting etiquette. Meetings start off in France by introducing each other, but when you introduce each other, it's best to be formal as possible. Do not give as much information as you can, such as your family, because they see that as a sign of weakness. So in a business meeting, it's best to always act professional, to be early. And like I said, the meetings start with formal greetings. So that means that when you go in, you'll shake hands. And when you shake hands, it's just the up-down motion. Nothing too fancy. Do not kiss unless the person is going to kiss you first, unless they initiate it, especially with women. So with women there, the touching is rare. And like I said, do not remove your jacket. On to the negotiations. So negotiations is a long process. They're very sophisticated people. The meetings are very lengthy, but they're set to build relationships. Meetings rarely have an important decision come to the end of the meeting. They're very wordy and take a lot of time. Meetings can take place over lunch and over dinner. It's never over breakfast and never at a bar. Usually they have these dinners as when you first meet someone. So when you're at a dinner, always dress formally. As soon as you get there, place your napkin on your lap, and you never cut bread. You always break the bread. One more thing is to use your knife for everything except for salad. So when invited to these meetings, always bring a gift. It's encouraged. And at the end of this meeting, tips are in the bill, the 15%, but they're also encouraged. Some other considerations would be that when going in August this time, a lot of businesses close. It's sort of like their dead month, so sometimes they close for weeks at a time. This is okay to go. It's still okay to go to Paris as long as you bring extra cash, because it is going to be more expensive to get a hotel and more expensive to purchase food during this time, because a lot of businesses, like I said, a lot of businesses close. While in Paris, it's also very important to avoid cultural faux pas. I listed a couple in the presentation and I narrowed them down onto the report, but three more key cultural faux pas that people make while in Paris are they smile when unmeaningful. So in Paris, it is very rude to smile when it's not meant because they do not understand our, I guess, our sarcasm or our, they see it as sarcastic whenever we smile unmeaningful. Also, do not speak loudly when in the metro. It makes you sound very rude to these other French people. And like I said, do not assume everyone speaks English. So I would like to take this time to thank you for allowing me to compile this report and compile this presentation for you. And I would like to say that I'm available at all times. You can reach me on my email or through text. And like I said, I want to thank you for allowing me to compile this report.